the battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15. They are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Knight. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
He turns that loose down the right side.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. The question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways, and you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Maybe some room here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them. And you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Mosley. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. He'll set up to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Iamaleava finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Here comes the option. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the option. Now the toss. There's some room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Motion from the wideout. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside. It's tight. Snowed under by the defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. Looking for the score. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Line getting set on second down. motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mosley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Could be an alley. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Jordan. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Knight. Turning it on. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards in the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Mayava. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. The run inside. It's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. It's complete to the left.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running inside. It's Knight. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's shown you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the tool.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Might have a chance. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Here's a heat. Being chased. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. He'll pull it down and run. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 10 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Bulldogs with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense drags him down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. He goes right back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's way too far for everybody.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. On the run, it's Knight. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. Speeding down the left side. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Mosley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six.
Maybe a crease. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the air on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mayava. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Snap it to the back. He didn't get there. A big-time stop by this defense, and it'll be a turnover on down. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The option look. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh, boy, it's kind of the opposite.
One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Maiava. Here's the pressure. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in with one hand. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Looking to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Maiava. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And it's good! And they've made it a 1 one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the returner will be knocked down. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to it. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. 3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's 3rd down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Sends it back in motion. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Back to pass, it's Maiava. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. On the ground, it's Knight. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Offense changing the play. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this 1st down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They've got it back, tie game, waning moments, and a chance to put together the winning drive. Here's a little room there, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Good timing on the quick out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. Said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he made the extra point without problem. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Iamaleava. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Under fire, and down he goes.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Yeah, and this offense needs a touchdown, and this defense is coming up big. The second sack in a row. Time running down, now forcing a 4th down. Nice job by this defense.
4th down, Iamaleava. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches